Yo, ohayo, kamune desu. Remember last time I said,
So take Akito Yamada, for example.
yes, just minutes after releasing the first video, someone was like, you look like what even is this? I probably should have picked someone else to compare myself to, but too late. Okay, so I have many issues, nearly the same as Yamada's. So today, I'll be Yamada, confessing my childhood and teenage years like that. Let's get into this. Let's not go back earlier than this because it's just... Anyways, 3rd grade was my first time transferring into a new school for a different country, and that was the first time I got up close with girls. So like Yamada, we spent most of our time alone, Yamada playing games and me just doing nothing. We both hate looking at people in the eye, let alone showing our true colors to certain people. For Yamada, his first time confronting girls was in 5th grade. His homeroom teacher asked him to take care of a classmate who happened to be a bully target. Yamada would visit her house every week to deliver class worksheets because she never came to school. That girl eventually became dependent on Yamada, so they've gone along well. However, Yamada felt indifferent about his relationship with her and only saw this as his homeroom teacher's obligation. But slowly, every time they got closer, and they bonded. My version with this was back in 3rd grade. I met a girl thanks to my mom's friend, and I go swimming lessons with her every week until 5th grade. And every time heading to the pool, that girl's mom would ride both of us on her scooter, and I would ride behind that girl's back. For safety reasons, we're supposed to hold on to each other's back, but I was too scared holding on to her that I held on to something else instead. In the actual swimming lessons, as we're in different skill levels, we would mind our own businesses most of the time, but sometimes she comes and attacks me with a water gun and I would splash her back without overthinking. It was fun. After classes, we helped each other carry stuff when asked by her mom, of course, and we would then head to her house until my parents picked me up. Speaking of this, I remember after swimming of course, she took me into her room and closed the door. A few minutes later, her mom got home and started searching for us. Turned out we were just gaming. Nothing else happened inside her room. Guess that was my first bonding experience. Ever since then, my door being more exposed to people has opened, one step closer to approaching more girls. There was a big contrast between my preteen and post-teen years, and I guess at this point I kinda know how to approach girls. So during one summer camp, a girl came to me, "Why are you so quiet the whole time?" So you're still not gonna talk? I was so innocent in front of her, always being like, go away, don't talk to me. But later on, I regretted. During the closing ceremony of that camp, I was forced to speak in front of everyone about my feelings of the camp. After getting over with that, I was about to pack and leave when my phone began buzzing with text messages. I looked up, saw someone running towards me. I tried to cover myself and pretended nothing happened, and it was her. Her phone camera was on, and I'll just end it here. 2 months later, scrolling through on TikTok like always, all of a sudden, a phone call. Moshi Moshi. Wait, no.
No, you don't have to do that. Please.
Okay. It turned out, 2 months after the camp and 1 month away until I'm leaving my town to study elsewhere, she brute forced me to pick her up at my town's train station. She had to travel 2 hours from the city just to get here to see me or... So the day arrived. I arrived early and waited for her normally. When she appeared, I couldn't believe it was my first time looking at someone in the eye. Somewhat excited. Though my facial expression never showed anything and appeared as stoic, as always. So I took her around my town and we sat down and ate at some good places. For this entire time, I'm just trying to act normal, like how I'm usually at. Everything went according to the expected until when she was about to leave. She pulled out some cards and handed them to me, and right before she stepped away, she came up close to me. I wanted to move, but I couldn't. And the next second, whatever happened afterwards, I got what I deserved. Fast forward to a recent encounter with my supervisor. I worked as her special assistant as she happened to be 20 years older than me. And since she's new to the area, I often helped her out to get settled. But one day, she called in sick, and since she doesn't know how to drive, I drove her back from the office to her home. And I did this without even noticing. When she got off, she... Wakarimashita. I ended up having my phone on mute for the next few nights. Anyways, this is all I got. More to come maybe soon with regards to being like Yamada, because I basically am. Remember this, Yamada and I are and will always be the best example setter for holy no goals.